I'm so excited to be talking about books with you guys. I just cannot wait. Hi, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you are here. This is actually my very first episode. Thank you. I actually did it. I feel quite accomplished. I have been thinking about starting a channel focused on my love of books for a while now. And actually, throughout the month of December, I decided to commit to doing it. It's going to be my new thing in 2025. And it's also just like my thing, like my hobby thing. And I'm so excited to be doing this. And I thought I would start off with my very first episode, just giving you a little bit of background about myself and why I wanted to do this channel in the first place. So I'm an avid reader. Read books have I think they were my first friends, you guys. Definitely Pippi Longstocking and I. Yes, any Pippi fans out there? Yeah, she was a favorite friend of mine, and I always just read. My head was in a book constantly. My dad would always say, "Chantel, lift your head out of the book. Look around. Look out at the world." That's what he was telling me to do. But over the years, and not just recent years too, I would say for some years, if I'm being honest, and I'm going to be honest with you guys because, like, why not? I have noticed that my reading has definitely changed. It's not that I'm not reading anymore because I am reading, but I'm not reading books for pleasure. I am a homeschool mom to three fabulous girls, and I also have an awesome job as a senior editor for a children's magazine. So I do quite a bit of reading for both the teaching that I do and the work that I do. But I have not actually been reading for my pleasure, just pleasure books, even though I enjoy everything I read for both of those things. And so, yeah, I thought that 2025 was the year that I was going to do something about that and reclaim pleasure reading for myself. And if I'm honest with you guys, it's not even the work that I do. Like, oh, I'm so busy, teaching, and I'm so busy working. The real kind of distraction that gets in my way, you got it. It's probably the same thing for you too. So we can just say it together. One, two, three. Screens, social media, smartphones, whatever. You know what it is. And so I am making a real conscious effort to put down the screens and to pick up a book and to reconnect myself with my love of reading. And I thought creating a channel would be a fun way to help hold me accountable to that and also benefit me in other ways, such as meeting other fellow book lovers and being able to share my thoughts about books as I read them and meet them, and to hear others' thoughts about books and to create a really great dialogue, and I'm excited to do that as well. Another plus for me as I was thinking about starting this channel is it'll be a way for me to just broaden myself. I'm sure you've heard of the saying, like, look around the table and see who's missing. Well, I'm applying that to all the bookshelves that are in my life. I want to take time to actually inventory, to really sit down and inventory and see who's missing from my bookcases? What types of authors are missing? What types of stories? What types of genres? Like anything else, I am a creature of habit, and I find that I tend to, read the same authors or read the same genres for sure. And I definitely want to be intentional this year with broadening my reading and widening who I'm reading and what I'm reading, so it can just make me a better person and a more well-rounded person. So I'm really looking forward to that. So those are the whys that I decided to start this channel. And I always appreciate, as I love listening to other book lovers talk about books, I've been appreciating just kind of being a viewer, and I thought that I would throw my hat in the ring and be a participant as well. And I want to mention something that is a little bit different for me than maybe some other ways in which people are engaging books. And that is, I'm not competitive or putting any type of a number on the books that I'm reading. Although I will be keeping track of the books that I'm reading throughout the year, I don't have like a number goal. I really kind of define myself, you guys, as a gentle reader. I don't even know if that's a thing actually, but if it isn't, it is now because I made it up. And that's just kind of feels right to me, especially in this season of life. I am not really interested in the number of books that I read. If it's 15 books a month, great. If it's 5 books a month, great. I'm much more interested in the experience that I'm having and the time I'm taking with myself and what I'm gaining from the book, and the worlds that it's taking me to, the things that it's making me think about. That's what I really am interested in, the quality of the experience with the book, not so much the quantity. This is not a space where I want to be, pressured or burdened or thinking about numbers in that way. I think for me, personally, if I do that, it will just take away from the pleasure of the experience. So that's what I just call it, gentle reader. So if you're a gentle reader too, this is great. If you're not being gentle with yourself reading, I need you to be, because it's a good thing. I think there's enough pressure in other parts of our lives for sure. This reading doesn't need to be one of those places. Um, so I will be sharing what books that I plan to be reading every month. And I also will be coming back to share with you my thoughts on books after I've read them. And I wanted to just take some time to, share with you how I will, share those thoughts. How will you know how I've been thinking, what I'm thinking about it? And I've decided to use what a lot of other people use, which is the 5-star rating system, because it seems to be working for a lot of people. So why not just go with what works? But I wanted to share with you guys my thoughts about the 5-star system and what each star means to me so that we can kind of be on the same page and you can understand what I'm talking about when I rate the book. So I'm going to go to my notes now because I don't have all this held in my head and I want to be accurate. I want to be accurate for you. But before I get into my 5-star rating philosophy, I want to just say and note that I believe every writer is worthy of respect and every book is a labor of love. And I really do want this space to be a space that honors both the words and the people that craft the words and put them together in story form, along with all of those other people that come alongside the writer and help to birth the book, all the midwives, just everyone in the process. And because of that, this is not a space for belittling and bashing of books. It's just not, you guys. Not the space for that. This is a space where we honor the creatives, where we honor the writers, we honor their efforts, we honor their products, we honor our thoughts about it too. So I want to make sure that as we or as I talk about the books, as I engage with you in talking about books and authors, that we're doing so in a way that is honoring. We can be critical, we can be respectful at the same time. So, with that in mind, I'm going to share with you my thoughts about my 5 stars and what each star means to me and how I think about it. And here we go. We are off to star number 1. So if I give a book a number 1 star, 1 star, just 1 star, what that means to me is that this book has potential. I can see it. The potential is there. But it falls short in major categories such as characterization or structure, plot development, language. And because of that, I'm not really able to enter the book at all. And what I'm wanting to do with a 1 star book is I want to meet the author, preferably on a chilly, cold night in a nice, moody coffee house with a chai tea latte, oat milk, no foam, extra hot, extra pumps of chai, and sit down with this author and go through and talk about the manuscript and get the author on its way to write another edit. Maybe it's 2 edits away from it being where it needs to be. That's what I want to do with an author of a 1 star book. Okay, 1 star, I want to talk to the author. I want to be helped. Okay, if it's a 2 star book, to me that means I really recognize the effort. It is there. There are not as many flaws as a 1 star book, but there definitely are some places where the holes are big enough where it just is really hard for cohesion to happen, for that total connectivity. And because of that, I find myself going in and out of the book a lot more actually than I would like to. And so I'm able to, see where it's going, see the effort, see all the possibilities. But again, I'm in and out. And when I read a book, I really want to be inside of the book, which leads me, you guys, to 3 stars. A 3-star book, it's a solid read. I am in the book. And it has decent plot, characterization. I know what's going on. There are no big holes that I'm having to, like, woo, what happened? And, takes me out and then I have to come back in again. But there are some areas in a 3-star book that needs improvement. And for sure. However, those areas don't distract away from the author's vision, for me being able to see the vision of the book and for me to be able to enjoy it. A 4-star book, that's a good read. That's a great book. I think a 4-star book is well developed. It has great characters. It's engaging. It has a great plot line. And I also feel in a 4-star book that I have a strong connection to it. And that really matters to me. That's really what I'm going for. I really want to connect with the books that I'm reading. There are some minor errors in a 4-star book, some minor things. I notice them, but they don't take me out of the book. They're not like huge obstacles for me, and I'm able to continue on and enjoy the story. That leaves us with the last star, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 stars, you guys. And a 5-star book, well, there's one word for it. It's a masterpiece. A 5-star book is a masterpiece. And I'm going to just say that a 5-star book for me is a book that when I read it, as I'm reading actually, I cannot stop thinking about it. I am up in the morning reading it. I am staying up late reading it. My eyes are red from reading the book so much, and I cannot stop talking about it. Matter of fact, as I'm reading it, I'm like making a list of everybody that I need to send a copy of this book to because it's so good. It's so well written. The characters are one of a kind characters. It just truly is a great book, and it's one that truly lives with me. It becomes like a tutor of mine. It's a source of wisdom. It's a cautionary tale, whatever that might be. It stays with me. It lives with me, and it's definitely a part of my life. So those are my 5-star masterpieces. I really love it when I come across a masterpiece. If you have a masterpiece that please put your 5-star masterpiece in the comments below. I would love to know that as well. So you guys, that's it. This is just a quick hello. I'm so glad again that you dropped by my channel. Please like and subscribe, and also go a step further and share. Share this channel with fellow book lovers that you know so that you can help me grow. And I will be looking forward to spending time with you in the weeks and months and throughout this year to come. Stay tuned for my next video, which will be dropping soon, which is going to be about the books that I'm planning to read in the month of January. Until I see you, stay happy.